Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song Outcast from NF's album Perception. Let's try that again, why don't we? From NF's album Perception. There you go. I'm musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. So let's get in, see what this song's all about. All right. On Outcast, I promise we're going to get through this. NF shows us he doesn't want to fit in with anyone in the rap industry and will pursue his own style. The music video for this track was released on October 6, 2017. It features NF and 100 fans set in the prison cell on the cover of Perception. Sweet. Well, we'll get that music video up over on Patreon. Anyone want to be in a new music video I'm shooting next week? That's fun. This is a photo, I'm assuming probably came from a fan. Correct me if I'm wrong. NF might be an artist, I don't know. But it's a picture of him with the lyrics to the song all around him. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get up into the lyrics. Ooh, we got a lot going on here. All right, it says, woke up in a cell. Where am I at? Yeah, it's cold, but I like that. What am I, trapped? Heart's beating out my chest, doors locked, but the keys are in my hands. Kind of similar to where we left off in intro 3, right? The realization that he has keys. It says Nate questions his own motivation to get out of his cell, which represents negativity, insecurities, and bad memories. As previously discussed on his song Mansion, I know that shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there. So it's kind of the not wanting to really face your stuff, right? Kind of keep it all bottled away and in different rooms. Isolation becomes a safety blanket when the fear of the outside world is higher than the one of being alone. However, it ultimately results in frustration and misery. The keys in his hands also refer to the previous track, intro 3, which I mentioned, because I thought you had me in prison this whole time, but I'm the one holding the keys. Really great, again, in the storytelling, kind of continuing on. Yeah, that's where it doesn't make sense, does it? I make songs, I don't make friends. Judge me. Might smile, but it ain't that funny. Sing along to the pain, they love it. Life's like a merry-go-round, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I like space, I don't fit in the crowds. My whole life I've been airing it out. Well, I'm getting into character now, because obviously the song's Outcast, so he's going to talk about being an outcast. Feels wrong, but it feels right. My feelings seal tight, real nice. But I will fight anything to win. But I'm not Mike Tyson, I won't bite you. Funny thing, when I was, goodness gracious, I don't even know how old. I guess maybe this will give us the date for when that fight was. Okay, 1997. So I was probably 9 years old at that time. And I remember going over to our neighbor's house because my parents were going to watch a big fight, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. And I obviously didn't know much about it. The funny thing too, is when I used to drive to my cousin's house, we passed Evander Holyfield's mansion somewhere in like the Atlanta area. And so we used to pass by his house all the time. But I remember my family going to watch this fight on like HBO. Mike Tyson, retired boxer, formerly reigned as the undisputed world heavyweight champion. He was known for extreme ferociousness. 88% of his wins came via knockout. And in the emphasis bite fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield in 97, Tyson was disqualified for literally biting Holyfield's ear. Nate humorously incorporates this fight into the won't bite him idiom, phrase to reassure someone who is wary of a certain person or situation. But I'll tell you if I don't like you. I am not the norm. I got my own shoes. I ain't trying to fit in yours. I've never been married, but I've felt divorced. Hi, I'm Nate. Have we met before? Nate's parents divorced when he was very young. Okay. Nate shares that even though he has never been married, the effects of his parents' divorce have hit him hard. I guess like if he said, but I've felt divorce, I feel like more so what he's saying here is probably lining up with the whole Outcast theme, right? Because a divorce is a separation. And so I feel like it's not necessarily saying that, because obviously he has felt the effects of divorce, but I think in the context of the song, that's not really what it's referencing. It's really just talking about that idea of being the outcast, being separated. Somebody told you I was whack. Check the source. Somebody told you I was back. Yes, of course. You got a problem with the fans? There's the door. You're looking for the old me? Check the morgue. Not a fortune teller, but I can see into the future better. Ain't no telling what'll happen when I pick up the microphone, get the fans together. Same style, but the songs are better. Which obviously is just him continuing to say, like, he feels like he's really made a leap forward coming into this album. Been a year and a half, feels like it's gone forever. Ain't no drink in my hand, but you know the buzz is coming. Big steps in the game, yeah, the Hulk is running. Because if you've never seen the Hulk run, he takes big steps. My thoughts are funny. It feels like I'm onto something. I'm high off the music. My head's in the clouds. I kind of like it up here. I'm not coming down. I'd rather be alone. I'm not good in crowds, which also, all those go together. This idea of being up in the clouds, liking it up there, but also the separation factor, which is kind of confusing. I know, been that way since a child. They laugh and they tell me I'll never get out. I'm just trying to be me. I'm nobody else. I don't care what you think. I'm just being myself. So I guess for now, I'll just be the outcast. Yeah, I guess I don't fit the mold of rap because I'm respecting women. I heard you record. I was laughing at it. Maybe they would like me more if I got a little graphic with it. Nah, I don't want to blend in with you little rapping idiots. I'd rather be the outcast. I ain't never putting out trash. I take 100 and staple it right to my tongue. I always put the money where my mouth. That's a great line. Feels good to be here now. I'm a weird person with a weird crowd. What, you don't like that? That's cool. That's great. That's fine. Okay, you can leave now. Got a weird smile, but I like it though. I paint it on me and I walk up to the microphone. So yeah, this is a thing like I don't know much about. We'll check and see what the annotation does, but obviously there's been some art. And I feel like I've seen some pictures and things with a smile on. So did he wear that in shows? You want me to smile. You want me to laugh. When I'm mad, I put on a mask for real, though. So is this a common theme for him? Let me check. Oh, sorry, that view's not set up. Let me see if I can do something here. Okay, let me see. Do we have any images here? Okay, there it is. Yeah. It's funny. It like looks really cool sometimes, and then it looks a little goofy other times. Like here, it's pretty cool. It does remind me, because we've been in 21 Pilots as well, how Tyler paints his neck down and his hands to kind of show the idea of fear, insecurities, or depression that could be suffocating. Put the caution tape around me like I did it in intro 1. Yeah, okay, I remember that from his early record. Yeah, they got me reminiscing now. Obviously, this is the idea of reminiscing is pointing back to intro 1. Yeah, you done know I'm about to go mad. Never wanted something so bad. Goosebumps through the whole track. Ain't no way I'm gonna hold back. Got me thinking I'm cooking in a meth lab. I don't blow it up in front of my own eyes. You look, I don't blow it up, I don't blow it up in front of my own eyes. Are those lyrics correct, or is it supposed to be if I don't blow it up in front of my own eyes? Let me check. Okay, let me see if you guys can see this. No. All right, hold on. I'll fix this for us real quick. Or maybe it won't. I don't know why it's not showing up. All right, there we go. Nope. Okay. Goodness gracious. All right, it's right down here. How I'm blowing it. I'm blowing up in front of my own eyes. Okay, so Genius has it wrong. That makes more sense. So, got me thinking that I'm cooking in the meth lab, how I don't blow it up in front of my own eyes. You look a little lost. You ain't get that? Coming from a town where nobody is a rapper. Guess I never got the memo. Must have missed that. Here I go in my feelings again. I can feel it again. So I lay in my bed in my cell with my pen, and I dwell on my sins. I keep wondering when. Time to open the doors. They don't know who I am. But I pick up the keys and I put on my Timbs and I stare at the locks and the tat on my skin and I think to myself, I don't want to fit in. Curious if it lets, yeah, here we go. Most likely referring to his real music tattoo. This tag represents his music being its own entity and unlike others' music, which in turn shows he does not fit in. So that's his tattoo. Okay, pre-chorus, which we've been through, then the chorus, and final verse here. Yeah, trying to focus. Take a knife to my head, then I cut it open. That was pretty graphic. Take my brain, put it on the floor, trying to figure out my motives. Yeah, y'all thought I was an issue when the door was locked. Nah, you should see me when the door opens. Every night I can hear voices. Put a camera in my face, might turn Joker like I'm Mike Posner. Joker, I know who the Joker is. Mike Posner is a popular singer-songwriter best known for his singles Cooler Than Me and I Took a Pill in Ibiza. Okay, I remember that. At 2016 Grammy Awards, Mike and Black Bear showed up to the red carpet with green hair just like the Joker to promote their new group Mansions. On October 2017, ahead of the song's release, NF posted a picture wearing black makeup in the style of the Joker's signature smile, which also made its appearance in the music video. Okay, cool. Always been a little complex, difficult to process. Some of y'all want to sit around and try to pick apart my bars. Here's some lines you could dissect. If I'm a die given everything that I have. Take a deep breath, I don't need y'all's respect. I'm a reject kid at recess playing games with his make-believe friends. Yeah, I don't ever take a night off. Lights off in the room and I write songs. So even the idea that it's like when you think he's asleep, that's the time that he's writing and working. I might fall into my thoughts once in a while when the mic's off. You ain't ever seen no drive like mine. Better hop out my car. I'm about to unlock my doors. You ain't got a seatbelt on. Better find one. Getting sick of people telling me to smile more. TS was a chapter I'll never forget. Obviously therapy session. It was therapy for me, but it's time to turn the page now. I'm sorry I wasn't yelling at y'all. I was talking to the voices. I rip out the drums of the industry's ears for trying to ignore me and playing while singing this chorus. Well, there you go. Again, NF setting the stage for this album. I don't know what's to come, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a strong start so far, and we've got a lot more to go. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for being with me for this one. Hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.